Hello. You might already have heard me talk about the IChemE Congress face-to-face meeting. If that made you think, what's the IChemE Congress? Oh, then I'm sorry, but I'd like to help you out and see if I can't demystify it. Hello, I'm Elizabeth Salter, a chemical engineer and chair of IChemE Congress. I'm here to let you know what Congress is doing, and today, also what Congress is. The Board of Trustees of the Institution of Chemical Engineers, the IChemE, is a group of volunteers elected to govern the institution. They set the strategic direction for us. I think there are 12 members of the board. And they also make sure we are meeting our charitable status obligations, particularly of serving society. The institution itself is run daily by the IChemE staff members, headed up by Yvonne Baker, the CEO or Chief Executive Officer. That leaves the other big group, the members, you and me. In the Venn diagram that's in my head, the board is a subset of the members group, and some of the staff may also be members. However, to many of the members, and I'm using the term members generally, meaning students, affiliates, associates, as well as the chartered members and fellows. To many of the members, the board feels remote, and the staff might be unknown. So, how is the board not a small clique doing its own thing without regard for what is wanted or needed? Well, that is solved by having a Congress. Congress was set up in 2018 to be a conduit between the members and the board. We can also be a resource for the staff to connect to the sentiment of the members. I'm proud to say I was part of that first cohort of Congress members who were hungry to effect change and inspire to improve the institution. Congress's tagline is the voice of the members, and we're set up to listen to members and to report to the board. Firstly, we have the numbers. There are 40 positions on Congress, and they're known as seats. That's 40 people drawing on the thoughts and experience of their network of colleagues, friends and acquaintances. To engender even more diversity, there are two types of seats. These are known as two electoral colleges, one that elects on a geographical basis, called the regional college, and one that reflects the membership grades from student to fellow. And this one is called the functional college. I think it makes us feel important when we use correct terms like that. So, the member grades are represented with numbers of seats roughly proportional to the numbers of members at each grade. And, geographically, if there are more than 1,000 members in an area or country, they have their own dedicated specific seat. For everyone else, scattered globally across 82 other countries, we have two other seats, and they're described as rest of world. Some of these seats were realigned starting from June 2025. And that's because Congress can be representative by being fluid and ready for change to reflect the membership. But it's also a source of stability by having an annual cycle and altering only at AGMs, that's annual general meetings. The term in office for Congress members is 3 years, renewable to a maximum of 6 consecutive years. And they need to take a break of at least 2 years before they serve any further. The chair and vice chair are decided upon by Congress members from within their ranks. There's nothing to say the vice chair should progress on to be the chair, or for how many years they should serve. However, Nigel Hurst was our first chair, with Rob Peeling as his deputy. When Rob became chair, I became his deputy. Now I'm the chair, and I fully expect my deputy, Fiona McIntosh, to succeed me. I have something sad to share also. It's not that sad. Only 27 of the 40 Congress seats are filled. This is your institution. Why aren't you part of Congress? Perhaps I'll make a video on the benefits of being part of Congress and a member of our team. Anyway, any questions, please reach out. I'm Elizabeth Salter, a chemical engineer.